Hello, this is Slow Night, Sleepy Stories. They say true love does not change, even as the flowers fade and the snow falls. Tonight, we open a timeless love letter written centuries ago, titled Samiingok. It is a song of longing, where a heart yearns to become the moonlight just to shine upon the one it loves, or to become the spring rain just to touch the window of the beloved. As you listen to these words, imagine this warmth wrapping around you like a blanket. In a few minutes, the screen will fade to darkness. Let your worries fade with it. Close your eyes and let this ancient song of devotion guide you into a deep, dreamless sleep. Good night. Karma with the Lord and the sorrow of separation. When this body was created, it was created following the Lord. It is a destiny of a lifetime, and could heaven not know of it? I was young, and the Lord loved me. This heart and this love had no comparison anywhere. I vowed to live together my whole life, but why, now that I am old, have I been left alone to pine with longing? Just the other day I attended the Lord up in Gwanghanjin, the Moon Palace, but how have I come down to the lower world in the meantime? Upon coming down, my combed hair has been disheveled for 3 years. Though I have rouge and powder, for whom would I make myself beautiful? The sorrow knotted in my heart is piled up layer upon layer. It builds up to become sighs and falls down to become tears. Life is limited, but sorrow is endless. The indifferent years flow like water. The changing of the seasons, turning from hot to cold, goes and comes again. Things to hear and see give rise to many feelings. The east wind blows momentarily and clears away the accumulated snow. 2 or 3 branches of plum blossoms, mewa, have bloomed outside the window. It is cold and bleak, but what of the subtle fragrance? At dusk, the moon rises and shines on my bedside. Is it the Lord sobbing or welcoming? I wish to break off that plum branch and send it to where the Lord is. When the Lord sees you, what will he think? Flowers fall and new leaves appear, and green shades cover the ground. The silk screens are lonely, and the embroidered curtains are empty. Rolling up the lotus curtain and setting up the peacock screen, the day is long. How can the sorrow be measured? Cutting the mandarin duck silk and unwinding the 5-colored thread, I measure it with a golden ruler to make the Lord's clothes. The workmanship is fine, and the formalities are perfectly kept. I place them in a white jade box on a coral carrier and look toward where the Lord is to send them. Are they mountains or clouds? They are rugged and rough. Who will seek out the path of 1,000 li, 10,000 li? If you go, will he open it and welcome it as if seeing me? As the frost falls overnight and wild geese cry as they pass, I climb the high tower alone and roll up the crystal blinds. The moon rises over the eastern hills and the North Star, Pole Star, appears. I welcome it as if it were the Lord, and tears flow on their own. I wish to catch that clear light and send it to the Phoenix Tower, the palace. Hang it high above the tower to illuminate the 8 directions, and make the deep mountains and dark valleys, the whole country, as bright as day. Solitude and the warm sun. When heaven and earth are frozen solid and white snow covers everything, men do not move, and even flying birds stop. If the cold is like this even here in the south of the Xiao and Xiang rivers, how much colder must it be at the Jade Tower on high, the king's palace? I wish to fan up the warm spring air and make it blow to where the Lord is. I wish to lift the sunlight shining on these thatched eaves and raise it to the Jade Tower. Hitching up my red skirt and rolling up my green sleeves halfway, I lean on a towel, el bamboo at sunset. My thoughts are many. Conclusion: determination to follow the Lord, even in death. The short winter sun sets quickly, and I sit upright through the long night. Beside the blue lantern, I set down the inlaid harp and rest my chin on my hand, hoping to see the Lord in a dream. The mandarin duck quilt is cold. When will this night end? 12 times a day, 30 days a month. I try not to think of it, to forget this sorrow, but it is knotted in my heart and has penetrated my very bones. Even if 10 doctors like Bianca came, what could they do for this illness? Ah, my sickness is all due to the Lord. I would rather die and become a swallowtail butterfly. I will land on every flower branch as I go, and with scented wings, I will transfer the fragrance to the Lord's clothes. Even if the Lord does not know it is me, I will follow the Lord.